everyone, welcome to my new show called 5 Things We've Learned Today in the World of Football. Before I go ahead, I'm sure when you guys get this, it'll be New Year to everybody. Happy New Year to everybody. We're glad 2020 is over. 2020, what a year. It was a tough year for everybody. Tougher for most, depending on, how everything happened to you. COVID-19, the pandemic really messed things up for a lot of people. So people lost people. So to everybody listening to this, I wish you all the strength as we get into the new year. And hope 2021 brings better things for everyone. Now let's jump back in. This week, the 5 things we learned will be focused on the English Premier League. Number 1, there is no title race, everyone. I understand a lot of people are getting excited. It's like musical chairs for the past 10 weeks. There was a time it was Chelsea that was in the title race. Then it was Spurs. Then it was Everton. Now it's Manchester United and Liverpool. It's so early, guys. Everybody needs to remember that the Premier League is like 5 weeks behind from the usual August start date. So right now, if this was regular season, this is about November-ish. So it's still early, guys. Everybody needs to understand that. And the reason why is we have 9 teams separated by 7 points. Liverpool is on 33 points. And I think Southampton is number 9 and they're on 26, So if you're saying 9 teams are in the title race, that's not going to happen. 9 teams cannot be in the title race. That's not even mathematically possible. So yes, everybody needs to calm down, probably until about February, when we get to about the 23-25 game mark. That's when we'll see some separation. But I expect some surprises for sure. Number 2, this is trending to be one of the lowest title winning season. Right now it's projecting that whoever is going to win the title will probably win it 84, 85 points, around that. That's even if the team goes on a crazy run. It might even be less than 80 points. The lowest, I think, was Leicester in 2016. So maybe the whole 99, 98, 100 points we've seen the last 3 seasons, maybe that's an anomaly. Who knows? Because Chelsea won with 91 points. So the 90s might be an anomaly. Who knows? Or maybe it's COVID. We'll find out. Number 3, the form team, my dear Manchester United. It's been 9 games, 7 wins, 2 draws. Ole is doing his thing. He's doing his thing. We have to give him credit. Bruno, transformational signing. Bruno is probably what Brian Robbo was to Manchester United in the 80s when they were down on the dumps. That's what Bruno is to this team. Transformational, impact. Even when he plays a bad game, 89 minutes, pops up in an assist. 98 minutes, pops up with a penalty. He's inevitable. So Manchester United form team, still early days, still have a lot of issues with the way they play. Everything is, still, how will I put it? Everything is going through a couple of players, and depending on how they play on the day, and of course, like deadly fast counterattacks. So yeah, still early days, but they're looking good. They're the form team. Number 4, relegation. It's Sheffield United, right? Sheffield and 2 others. Who the 2 others are going to be? It's either Fulham, Burnley, West Brom, Brighton. Brighton are sinking. West Brom brought Big Sam. I like to call him Scam Allardyce because I think all that tactics of early 2000s is not going to fly this year. Burnley or Fulham. It could be any of the 2. It could be any of the 2. It's a long way to go. My pick is, I think, West Brom, probably Brighton. Brighton don't arrest their fall. They're playing this good football, but no end product whatsoever. You can keep the ball all the world. If you're not going to have any end product, what's the point? Chris Wilder. So it's so interesting. Last year, I would say he was overperforming last season with resources, but since post-lockdown, they've just been tanking, and they've tanked, and they can't find a way to come back. Maybe they'll be found out they're overlapping fullbacks thing. But yeah, they are in a dump. And it looks like the owners have just chalked it in and like, yeah, they know they're going to get relegated. They still want to stand by the guy who's, I think, brought them from second division, championship, first division, all the way to premiership. So Hey, good luck to them if that's their plan. Number five, and finally, always watch Leeds. I repeat, always watch Leeds. They are a fantastic team to watch. What Bielsa is doing with that squad, with a bunch of unknown players, the drills, the fast attacking football, the one-on-one pressing, man pressing they do. Obviously, it has its flaws, for sure. They got blitzed by Manchester United the other day, 6-2. But this whole myth that Bielsa needs to adapt his style in some games, it's a myth, because that's the whole point. If he has to adapt from game to game, how does it become second nature to these players? How does it become muscle memory? That's what got them here. He knows this. Bielsa has been coaching for like 2 decades, 3 decades. You think he doesn't know that there are flaws in the system? But they are willing to accept it because they know the system, for now, is functional enough for them to beat the teams they need to beat to stay in the Premiership. The only one thing I'll say is, if it's going to be this ultra attacking, I think it probably either needs a backup striker to Bamford or a supporting striker to Bamford who is more clinical. Because if they can get somebody more clinical, I think they can cause trouble in the Premier League going forward. I really do think they can cause trouble. Especially, we all know, Bielsa teams, like they say, second half they burn out, they get injuries, so they need, I know they don't have, the whole idea of getting Bielsa is lack of resources, but they need more resources, just a little tad more to get 1 or 2 clinical strikers, and I think they can cause trouble, finish, top 8, top 7 type thing. So yeah, this is the first episode, again, of 5 things we learned in the football week, this week, focused on the Premiership. If you like this, subscribe to us. This video will be on YouTube at Footie Fantasy. Twitter is Footie Fantasy. We're on Instagram, where we put short clips up. It's Fantasyfootie. We have a Facebook page called Extraordinary Footie Fans. And if you like podcasts, anywhere you find your podcast, like, review, follow, give us a rating if you can. This is the first episode of 5 Things We Learned. Happy New Year to everyone. Catch you on the next one.